everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am in a different location, but I'm actually in the closet. There's these little built-in shelves, and I thought that I would try filming in here. Just because I felt like it was more quiet, and I don't know, I thought it might work better, but we'll see. Also, I'm filming on a new camera, which I will talk about in a little bit, but hopefully it sounds and looks okay. I'm gonna stop this clip after I record the intro and check it out. But yeah, today we are doing my 2019 favorites. So if you're interested in seeing a bunch of random stuff, just keep watching. Okay, so I just filmed all half of my makeup favorites and realized my camera wasn't filming. Yay! So I am just going to restart my makeup favorites, I guess. So if you don't like makeup, you can skip this portion. I don't have a whole lot. I have maybe 12 things, which for an entire year I don't feel like is that bad, considering it's all different categories of makeup, not just 12 eyeshadow palettes or 12 lipsticks. Anyways, I'm just gonna get started. So my first favorite, I'm gonna say, is my ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer. I got it in the shade Fair 3W. This is so good for the price. I wish they had a cool shade in the tinted moisturizer. For Fair, they have warm and neutral, but I would prefer a cool shade. But this still works because it's not too warm, it's just a tiny bit warm. But because it's so light, you can't really tell a whole lot. So for the price, this tinted moisturizer is great. This is one that I wouldn't mind repurchasing because it is so affordable. Now, another tinted moisturizer that I've been loving is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. This one I feel like is a tiny bit better in quality, but it's also way more expensive. I got this one in one of my Ipsies, so I did not purchase this at full price. This is one that I'd be more hesitant to purchase, just because, that's a lot of money to spend, but if I was splurging, I would get this one over this one, but this one I could see myself repurchasing more because of the price and quality, if that makes sense. So this one has good quality, but not the greatest price. This one has good quality and good price. But these are both my favorites. I've been going back and forth between which one I've been using, and they're just, I don't know why it took me so long to get on this tinted moisturizer train, because I love it so much more than foundation. So next I'm going to do the rest of my ColourPop favorites. This Dream Street by Kathleen Lights palette I love. It's so pretty. Can do so many different looks. A lot of the time I will take one or two shades out of here and mix and use another palette for other shades. Zach got me this palette for Christmas last year, so obviously I couldn't really use it last year, but I used it a lot this year, so it is one of my 2019 favorites. Another ColourPop item Zach got me for Christmas last year is this ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Still Crazy. It is just so pretty. I use it, this is my most used lipstick, and it's also my most favorite lipstick out of all of my lipsticks. It's so good and such a good price. Highly recommend trying any of those Luxe lipsticks, because they're all just so good in my opinion. Next is another item I got from an Ipsy. It's my Madison Miller with Ofra palette. It has two highlights and a blush. I normally just use these two shades. This one's just a tad bit dark, but these two work really well. I use those ones quite a bit. If you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know that. Also, if you've watched my other videos, you know that this Sweetie Pie Too Faced bronzer is my absolute favorite. I think I've included this in a monthly favorites before, I can't remember for sure. Got this from TJ Maxx. It's so good. It's so blendable and like it's not too dark for fair skin. It's just like the perfect subtle bronzer. I don't know if I've said that, but it's a bronzer. Sweetie Pie bronzer from Too Faced. So good. I'm so glad it's at TJ Maxx, and they normally consistently have it. So if I ever want to pick up a backup, which I probably will, because I'm the type of person who I like to conserve my makeup, because like we don't have a ton of money to where I can just go out and drop, you know, $50, $100, $200 at Sephora or whatever. So like I try to be really conservative and not like waste my makeup, because like we just can't go out and buy whatever I want, you know, which like I'm not complaining, it just means that I try to be more careful with what I have, which I think is just smart in general. Next, one of my favorites is this Velour Lip Scrub from Jeffree Star. It's in Cucumber Mint. It makes my lips so soft, and it smells so good. I love it. Zach really likes it too. We both have like super dry lips, so this helps a lot. Next from Jeffree Star is this mini velour liquid lipstick in the shade Wifey. I do have a bunch of his mini liquid lips from that mystery box that I received, but I haven't tried out all of them yet. But this is one that I've tried out 2 or 3 times at least, if not more, and I really like it. It's really pretty. It's just like a perfect red for my skin tone. Next from Jeffree Star, you probably know my Jawbreaker palette. I love this palette. I use it like in almost all of my videos. I use it for at least one shade. I actually keep it in the box. Is that weird? I hope that's not weird. But here's what it looks like if you haven't seen it before. It's so pretty, and I love it. This palette is amazing. I'm so glad that I was able to get it. This is one palette that I did splurge on, and I'm really happy that I did. Another favorite for this year is my Tarte Maneater mascara. I also got this in an Ipsy. I think it's almost gone, which is going to be really sad. But it's so good. I love the way the wand is. Hopefully you can see that. It's so good. This is my all-time favorite mascara ever. Next favorite is this NARS Creamy Concealer that I just got a couple weeks ago. The light shining through it looks really weird. Looks like half the product is missing. But anyways, this concealer is so good. I'm so glad that I splurged on this too. Because I've had my eye on this concealer for forever, but of course I didn't want to spend the money on it. But then when we went on our little day trip, we had a budget and I was able to get it. So I'm really happy that I did. I got the shade Vanilla. It's really good. I haven't used the eyeshadow palette, the Carly Bible one, enough yet to know if that is going to be a favorite or not. So maybe it'll be next year's favorite. We'll find out. Last makeup item, it's not really makeup, it's a makeup tool, is my Real Technique sponge. I just grabbed one of them. The one that I've used, I probably should have grabbed the clean one so it looks prettier. I got Riku hair on it from this box that I had it in. But anyways, these sponges are so good. I don't know why people buy beauty blenders when this exists. Granted, I haven't tried a beauty blender, so I don't know the difference, but I've heard lots of people say that they think that this is just as good, if not better, than the beauty blender. So I'm going to trust them and stick with these because I do know they work. Yeah. Okay, so that is all of my makeup favorites. Obviously, there's a lot of other products that I tried this year that I do really, really like, but like I said before, I was just trying to be picky with like what I considered an all-time favorite for the year. And there's also some products that I got that I know that I really like, but I feel like I need to test them out more before I figure out if they're a favorite. Because, you know, favorite is it's a commitment. To commit to something being your favorite, that's big. So now for some random favorites. it's literally just so random, so I don't really know an order. There's not really any more categories except games, so I guess I'll do games next. My parents got this for me and Zach for Christmas. It's the Funkoverse strategy game. We got the 2-pack with Ron and Malfoy because Ron is actually my favorite, and since there's only me and Zach right now, it just kind of makes sense that we have the 2-1. We do want to eventually get the expansion, but it's kind of expensive, so we don't want to buy it right now. But eventually we will. But this is like a super fun game. I don't know if anybody has played this before, but here's a little overview of the back if you would like to pause and like read what the game is about, or I guess you could just Google it yourself. Whatever you feel like. But it's a fun game. It's a little complicated at first, but once you learn how to play, it is really fun. So I recommend this game. They also have different versions, like they have a Marvel version and like something else, but I can't remember the other one. I went with Harry Potter 'cause I like Harry Potter better. Another game, this is actually a game that I got for Zach for Christmas. It's Unstable Unicorns. It's just a card game, but it is super fun. You work on like building up a little unicorn army, and you like try and destroy other people's unicorns and like sabotaging them so that they don't get 7 unicorns. The goal is to be the first one to get to 7 unicorns in your stable. And so you're trying to keep the other person from getting 7 unicorns in their stable before you. So it's really fun. I also got him the dragon expansion because we both really like dragons. So yeah, the dragon cards aren't actually in here. The ones that are in here are the ones that you don't use when you play with 2 players. They have like a list of cards you're supposed to take out if it's only 2 players, because I guess if you have those cards in the deck, it'd be really easy to win with just 2 players. Anyways, highly recommend that game too if you want to check it out. Whew. I'm like losing my breath because I'm talking so much. Okay, next. This is extremely random, but this Dream Water. So I like almost always have an extremely hard time sleeping, falling asleep, staying asleep, whatever it is. But then we found, I actually saw these on the Ibotta app, and then we went to Walmart and we got them. But it's just a pack of this powder, and you like put it in whatever drink you want, or you can just take it straight, which I wouldn't recommend. I tried that and it wasn't very good. But it just tastes like berries, and you just put it in your water or whatever. I normally only have to drink like a third of whatever it is I put it in for it to work, and it works great. I sleep all night with no problems. I also love these because melatonin is not the number one ingredient. The number one ingredient is gamma aminobu. I don't know. Right here, you can look at the ingredients to see if it'll work for you. But I have a hard time with melatonin. It normally makes me more anxious the next day if I have just straight melatonin. So I really like these because melatonin is actually the smallest aid in this. It has 2 other aids before melatonin, which help a lot more. So I just take some of these, help tremendously. Another favorite, I've mentioned this in one of my vlogs, is this book called Uninvited. It is so good. Like, I can't recommend this book enough. It is so good. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, but it just like helps you understand why you feel certain things. I don't know. It's just, you just have to look it up. I don't know how to explain it because I don't know. It's just good. Just look it up and trust me. It's good. Next favorite is super random, but it is this sushi pillow. So I have this stuffed duck that I got for my 15th birthday, and this might be weird considering I'm 23, but I have been sleeping with this stuffed duck. I'm the type that has to have like a pillow underneath me, and so this duck just became that pillow. I didn't like use it because it was a duck, but it just became like that pillow that like I would have under me. But he's gotten extremely flat over the years, and I didn't want to totally demolish him because I don't know, that just feels mean to me. So I grabbed this sushi pillow when we were at Books A Million. It's super squishy, and now this is the pillow that I sleep on. I hope that's not too weird. It sounds weird when I say it, but we're gonna move on. Okay, so next favorite, I almost forgot, is this bag. I got this bag from TJ Maxx. It's a 9 West bag, and it's just great. It didn't come with this alpaca. My mom got me this alpaca while she was at the beach, and so I just clipped it on here because I love llamas and alpacas. But it has so many pockets. It has this first pocket right here, and then it has this zipped pocket, and then it opens in the middle, and it has another pocket, and then another zipped pocket in the back. So it has 4 pockets, which I feel like is really nice, and it's just like a crossbody bag. And I love it. It's such a good bag. Next favorite is actually what I'm using to film this video. It's this Kodak PixPro AZ528. This was my Christmas present from Zach. I haven't used it a lot for videos yet, but I have used it a good bit for pictures, and it is great for pictures. So if it's great for videos too, it would just be amazing, which I did look back at my intro that I filmed, and it did seem like it was going to be pretty amazing. So hopefully it's good. Yeah, so I think I only have one more favorite, and I debated on showing this, but I want to, because it is the most amazing gift that I received in 2019, and I just want to brag. So when me and Zach got married, I walked down the aisle to the married, what is it called? The Married Life from the movie Up from Disney. I don't remember where I got in my head that I wanted to walk down the aisle to that, but I knew, like, even before Zach, that when I got married, I wanted to walk down the aisle to that song because it's just so pretty, and I didn't want to be traditional, and so that's what I walked down the aisle to. So for me and Zach's 1-year anniversary, which was this past June, he made this for me. It has the little picture of Up in the background, the little balloon house in the sky, and the words he put on it are his wedding vows, because we did write our own wedding vows, and I just thought that was the most thoughtful thing ever, and it's on this picture frame, so I keep it next to our bed at night. But I just thought that was the most sweet and thoughtful gift ever, and it's by far my most favorite gift of 2019, possibly my most favorite gift ever. I had no idea that he was like gonna do something so special, and I just love it. So I hope that's not too cheesy or weird. But yeah, I think that's all my favorites. I'm probably gonna finish filming this and like go about my day and then be like, oh shoot, speaking of, I did just think of one that I forgot. Frozen 2, the movie, so good. Definitely, potentially my most favorite movie I saw in 2019. So I'm trying to think of the movies we saw in 2019. Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen 2, Little Women, Star Wars. Definitely feel like I'm missing some, but I can't think. Frozen 2, definitely my favorite. Star Wars was also super good. Still trying to process and think how I feel about it in regards to like favoritism. But yeah, I think that's all my favorites. That's all that I gathered. So hopefully I won't think of anything. Oh, I don't think I mentioned when I first started this video. See, I'm already doing it. Riku, or Husky, we got back in January or February. He is definitely a favorite of 2019 as well. Even though he can be the biggest booty ever, I still love him to death, and I still wouldn't want... I was gonna say I wouldn't want to live without him. But that sounds really dramatic for a dog. Do you think? Ooh, now I feel like I'm getting controversial and people are gonna come after me. But he definitely has made our lives more interesting, more fun, and I'm so happy we have him. I wouldn't want it any other way. I love him to death. Yeah, if you don't know who he is, you can go check out some of my past vlogs because he makes an appearance in all of those. He's a crazy little husky. Love him. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I'm done. I'm gonna stop now before, like, I go on and on forever. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great New Year's, and I hope that, I don't know, just that you can reflect on 2019 of all the good times and let go of the bad times and start 2020 fresh and rejuvenated. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, guys.